Wild Card Weekend has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling up to Green Bay to take on the Packers. 12-4. This Green Bay team finished 11-5 for the Buccaneers. Both of these teams have missed the playoffs the past few seasons. Well, for Tampa Bay, it's been a long time since this team has been in the playoffs. And you have the Green Bay Packers, of course, with Aaron Rodgers looking to get back to those winning ways that they had, trying to get back and hopefully make use of maybe the last few years of Aaron Rodgers as a viable franchise quarterback. Early on here, 14-yard strike to Geronimo Allison. Rodgers again finding his man Davante Adams. He's had a great season so far. 1st and 10. No Aaron Jones, no Jamal Williams. Here is a great play from Davante Adams. He's not the quickest guy, but he is shifty, I guess is the way to sort of put it. Rodgers now here, finding his man Geronimo Allison yet again. And the Packers, they're just driving right down the field. There is Allen Lazard, practice squad pickup from them. And now Rodgers here, floats one right over the middle. And that is Ryan Grant, late season addition after Davante Adams went down with that toe injury. Winston here, gonna get sacked by Adrian Amos. Free agent signing for Green Bay working out well, as that was just a nice blitz there designed from Mike Pettin, able to bring the pressure. DeMar Dotson falling to the ground again. He had a horrific game. Now 3rd and 6, and that one's batted down. So out would come the Silver Fox, Mason Crosby. That's wide to the right there. There was a pretty heavy wind coming in today at Lambeau Field. Jamies Winston going to check this one down to Peyton Barber on a 2nd and 8. Going to pick up just a few yards on that play. Now 3rd and 5. Winston rolling to his right. Throws it. Picked off. Adrian Amos making his impact felt in this game. Amos, a sack earlier, and now an interception to go with it. He just made a great break on that ball. He read that play perfectly. Now Rodgers on 3rd and 7 going to find Allen Lazard again. Now here is a handoff here to Dexter Williams. Once again, no Aaron Jones, no Jamal Williams. Dexter Williams was a late round draft pick out of Notre Dame. He wasn't expected to play much this year, just sort of learn the system with Matt LaFleur. Well, he's going to have to step up here Wild Card Weekend. He's doing well so far. And there's another play to Geronimo Allison again. Rodgers feeling it at this point. 2nd quarter, handoff to Dexter Williams again. And he's going to get down to the 3. That's a nice run. 7-yard gain. 2nd and goal. Handoff to Dexter Williams again. And he gets stopped there. Sort of got behind his blocker there. Sort of stuck. And then Rodgers here. Look at this one. This is an absolute rope. Right to Mercedes Lewis. Coming down with it. Mercedes Lewis usually blocking, but that time, man, you know, sometimes he can really just... You wonder why the Packers don't use him more. And then here's Jamies Winston going up to Dare. Saw Zadarius Smith was on him in coverage. He doesn't go out in coverage too often, but we kind of see why, though. And then on a 2nd and 10, there's a handoff. 3rd and inches now coming up. Peyton Barber able to fight for the extra yardage there, able to pick that up. 1st down, Tampa Bay. 2nd and 12 now. Winston going to O.J. Howard. Oren Burks can't bring him down. And that's going to be short of 1st down. 3rd and 1. Another handoff to Peyton Barber. Blake Martinez. Shout out to TFG. Stops him, but gives up the 1st down either way. Winston now back to Howard again. 1st and 10. Going to pick up some nice yardage on that play. Tampa Bay driving here, 1st and 10. Now 3rd and 3. Winston right to Chris Godwin, and he comes down with it and put the Buccaneers on the board. Gonna cut that lead right in half, make it 7-14. Now Rodgers, 3rd and 4. Gonna throw to Davante Adams, and that's gonna be short of the line to gain. Sean Murphy bunting. He has his hands full in this one. Now 2nd and 11. Winston gonna get sacked here. DeMar Dotson having some problems in this one, maybe with the footing, I don't know, but every time you see him, he's just being flung backwards, except this time because he decides to hold And at this point, Winston just chucks it deep, 3rd and 19. It's basically a punt. But holding offense, and that's going to be on DeMar Dotson, number 69. He's not having a nice day, let me just say that. Rough day for him. Now 3rd and 1. Rodgers gets pressured, and that one's going to be a miss. So Tampa Bay's defense keeping him in it this first half, and then the punt unit sort of fails, lets the ball bounce to the 1, and then there's an interception from B.J. Goodson as he comes down with the interception. And that was just, I don't know what happened on that play. Now Rodgers going to get sacked by Devin White, defensive rookie of the year, at least for the NFC side. Now Rodgers, 3rd and 13, looking, has all day to throw. And he's going to throw this one to Geronimo Allison. That's going to be short. They're going to call a timeout. And they are going to kick a field goal, and they're going to go into halftime with a 10-point lead. So Tampa Bay not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. Now Rodgers with the football, and there is defensive pass interference. They're going to call that every time. I think that ball was overthrown. Didn't need to do that. Poor decision by Ryan Smith on that one. Now 1st and 10, handoff here to Dexter Williams. He's about to break this one, but he gets stopped short at the 2. So Packers come back, 1st and goal. Rodgers looks, just flings this one right to Ryan Grant. Touchdown, Green Bay. And this one goes from somewhat winnable to now hope starting to fade here. There's another throw. Tighten coverage. O.J. Howard can't come down with it. 2nd and 4 now for the Packers. Rodgers finds Ryan Grant yet again. Nice play there from Rodgers. 1st and 10. There is Geronimo Allison again, holding on to the football. He had a drop issue earlier this season, not showing up today. Now Rodgers here to Dexter Williams. Some great blocking by the receivers. You don't see that too often. You definitely don't see that here in Tampa Bay. Now Rodgers handing off to Dexter Williams again. Another nice run from him. He's really starting to come along here in the second half of this game. 1st and 10 Packers. A nice little throw here to Jay Sternberger, Texas A&M product. 2nd and 4 now. Rodgers throws this one to Danny Vitale, the fullback. Yes, there's still fullbacks in the NFL, and then Rodgers misses Sternberger there. Should have held on to that one just a little bit longer, and he would have had him for a touchdown. Instead, it's a field goal. Now make it a 20-point game as the Packers have taken full control. 3rd and 11. Winston standing in the pocket. Sacks Zadarius Smith. Forces the fumble. Kenny Clark falls on top of it. And a bad day gets even worse. DeMar Dotson, again, I believe that was him, giving up that sack. Then here's Dexter Williams. Just some great running by him in this game. Late round draft pick, giving you contributions when you got injuries. And then here's Geronimo Allison getting the touchdown. This one's pretty much over at this point. But Tampa Bay would drive down the field. Here's Chris Godwin making a really crazy play. 4th quarter, 8 minutes left. I mean, this one is pretty much over, but Tampa Bay, they're still fighting. They're not going to give up completely. And then there's the Darius Smith again. Well, I said most of this team isn't going to give up, but DeMar Dotson might be the one exception to that rule. Kenny Clark almost was able to run that one back. Jamies Winston, that fumble, you can't have that, but when you get this sort of effort from DeMar Dotson, I mean, just getting blown up on that play by Zadarius Smith. Just a little simple sort of shove by Zadarius Smith, and that just sends DeMar Dotson tumbling. He's a free agent after this year. I don't think he'll be coming back after his performance in the later half of this season. And then here's Dexter Williams running that one in for the touchdown. 30 yards on the score. Make it 41-7. Now Tampa Bay driving, and they score. O.J. Howard able to get the touchdown reception here. Cut the lead down, make it look a little more respectable. They go for 2, because why not? But then there's the Darius Smith again making a play to put a stop to that. Going to keep it at 13-41, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to get shellacked here by their former NFC Central brethren. A little bit of a throwback there. Here, Green Bay Packers win this one 41-13 as they advance on. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their season is over. Jamies Winston, 23 of 37, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 3 fumbles. Just not a good day for him. O.J. Howard, 6 receptions, 62 yards, and 1 touchdown. Chris Godwin, 6 receptions, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day for him. Aaron Rodgers, 212 yards, 4 touchdowns. Dexter Williams, this guy was insane. 22 carries, 134 yards, and 1 touchdown. Ryan Grant, 3 receptions, 12 yards, and 2 touchdown receptions for him. And the other one, I believe, went to Geronimo Allison on the day for him. So that is the end of our season. Things kind of were okay in that game, and then it just sort of fell apart. And you basically saw that turnovers. I probably shouldn't have thrown that ball when we were backed up against our own end zone like that. I probably should have just ran the ball, punted, and instead gave him a shot to go for that field goal. So just not smart football by me. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Apart from that, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want to thank you guys for watching this first season. We were able to get through a season here, and we're gonna have the off season coming up. I'm gonna already have that recorded. Some decent changes coming to this team, and it's gonna look a little bit different, but not too much. I think this team should look mostly the same coming back to next year. Jamies Winston, we'll see what happens there, but I wouldn't count on a long-term contract. I would say we're probably going to just end up extending him. Or not extending, franchise tagging him if we can. So either way, I want to thank you guys for watching this. Hit like, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.